Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zhafif Athallah with NPM B1A024093 from the University of Bengkulu and of international class. Welcome and hello to everyone that is watching this video. In the next few minutes, we will break down the most controversial articles in Indonesia's new criminal procedure code known as KUHAP or the new KUHAP as well as 2026 KUHAP. The goal of this video is quite simple. It will help you understand the major changes in Indonesia's current criminal justice system and the future of the criminal justice system, the risks that they pose to its citizens, and why certain provisions have triggered public outrage and criticism. This new KUHAP was finalized through discussion in Commission 3 of the House of Representatives of Indonesia, or the DPR. Although the draft has gone through a long process, several articles raise concern because they give law enforcement broader powers with weaker oversight and a stronger sense of authoritarianism of the government. Some even begin to call it a reversal to the Soeharto era. But we will review key issues that have become the center of the public debate, particularly those articles. Now, let's begin with the most topic. The first one is coercive measures with weak oversight. What does that mean? Under the new KUHAP, 2026 KUHAP, RUU KUHAP, police may carry out coercive actions such as arrest, search, and detention in urgent situations. These actions are regulated in Article 85, Article 90, Article 93, Article 105, as well as Article 106. In theory, this rule allows the police to respond quickly in critical situations. The problem, that's always a problem, it lies in the wording. The term urgent condition has no clear definition. The law does not specify what conditions qualify as urgent. Without precise limits, the decision to arrest or search becomes subjective. This increases the risk of abuse of authority. Action that should receive judicial approval can now be carried out first with justification so later on. That's a big problem, very big problem. This is why coercive measures are seen as one of the most controversial issues in the new KUHAP. Now, let's move on to the second problem: seizure and blocking of electronic assets. The second issue mostly relates to digital and financial assets. The new KUHAP allows investigators to freeze bank accounts, freeze assets, block digital assets, and seize electronic devices such as your phone, your laptop, your iPad, similar to like that, such as smartwatch too maybe. This in particular is regulated in Article 112A, 132A. On the one hand, this helps investigators track financial flows linked to modern crimes such as judol, that is quite a big problem here in Indonesia. On the other hand, the risks are significant. Freezing or seizing assets can be done faster than the process of establishing the evidence. That is quite a problem, right? There is no clear time limit for how long an account can be frozen. This creates the risk of financial harm to individuals who may not be involved in the crime at all. Even more concerning, this action may affect people who have not yet been named a suspect. Sensitive data stored in devices can also be accessed. There is of course a breach of privacy, raising strong concern about privacy and data protection. Now, we move on to the third subject: loose regulation on special investigative methods. This is in particular stated in Article 16 that certain investigative methods, such as undercover operation, we know that, do not always require a judge's approval. Now that's something that is really important, because undercover operations are high risk by nature, of course. That's the nature of undercover operation. When used without judicial oversight, investigators may enter private spaces without clear limits. Action like setting up scenarios, manipulating conversations, or using fake identities can occur without independent review. Now this has become a massive problem, and this doesn't tell anything about the use of AI. When judicial oversight weakens, the potential for manipulation in investigation become much larger. Many critics has argued that this article is highly sensitive and vulnerable to misuse, especially outside the serious crime cases. Now, we'll be moving to the fourth issue. This is restorative justice. Restorative justice is not a problem, right? Wrong. Restorative justice without a strong oversight is a problem. This concerns the restorative justice, or RJ, article it is found in Article 74A, which allows cases to be resolved through mediation or peace agreement even before a court decision is issued. This is where the controversy begins. Restorative justice is generally a good concept, especially for minor offenses and community-based conflict resolution on that matter. But without judicial oversight, the risk also grows. A stronger party may pressure the victim into agreeing to a settlement. Serious cases can be revoked. Not revoked, but can actually be resolved without transparent legal proceeding, reducing accountability, and this opens opportunities to deal that prioritize convenience over justice, particularly in cases involving powerful individuals such as politicians, artists, influencers, or generally people with strong influence around them and have powerful backings. And we will now move on to the fifth one. The fifth one is a weaker judicial oversight over investigation. Article 149, 152, 153, and 154 have sparked debate because they appear to reduce the role of judges in supervising investigative action. Judicial review, especially through pre-trial mechanism, ensures that investigators do not act arbitrarily. When judicial oversight narrows, investigators can make major decisions such as naming the suspect, extending detention, or conducting seizures without sufficient checks. This shift of balance of power to the side of the investigation is an effective justice system requires investigators and judges to monitor each other, weakening the judge's role and reduces the protection citizens have against misuse of authority. This is known as for the first form of authoritarianism, where a shift of power on a more small scale but will later on turn into much larger scale. This can be seen in the case of El Salvador as well as Venezuela. They also started like this because it is much more easier for them to control the law through the law itself, and then you can change it afterwards. That's the most easiest one. Now, that is generally what people think when authoritarianism is starting to rise. Now, we'll be moving on to the sixth, where of digital data blocking requires judicial approval, but of course, there's a reason why it's here. Risk remain. What is the risk then? In Article 140, paragraph 2, requires investigators to obtain approval from the head of the district court before blocking bank accounts, data transaction, or online data. At first glance, this rule appears protective to the common people. However, implementation ensures the implementation issues remain unclear. They don't know how to implement. Technical procedures, evolution standard, and oversight mechanism has also not been fully explained by them. Without detailed guidelines, investigators may still claim urgent circumstances to accelerate blocking action. Different interpretation between investigators and judges may also occur. So even without with judicial approval required, procedures risk remain. Now, from these 6 issues, it becomes clear that public concern center on 2 main points. First is a judicial oversight is weakening. Second, investigative power are expanding, and I like to give a third public concern that has been spreading in around social media. It is a turn to authoritarianism, to the time of reversal. And this is leading to many call it back to Suharto regime, but I don't think it is. Why? Because it is not one man. It is multiple elites, such as the politician that is trying the hardest to push this. Because the new KUHAP, while aiming to modernize and speed up legal process, it needs a strong safeguard. It is necessary to prevent these expanded powers from harming its own citizen and working for the elite, such as the politician and the member of DPR or the executive branch. Now, ideally, the law will be followed by clear technical regulation to ensure transparency, accountability, and consistent procedures across all levels of law enforcement. This is crucial so that the criminal justice system remains fast while still protecting the rights and freedom of every individual. Well, now we have come to the end. Thank you for watching this video for a few minutes. And Zhafif Athallah is signing out. Goodbye.